Hit for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and play pretend. Came off the On today's show, we break down week 1 the only way that it can be broken down by Dirty and Arlington. He's not here yet. Hopefully, my special co-host, Jersey the King, will join me. We'll find out. This is the X Fan Show. I am Dirty, and we are
damn, when the beat go, I felt that. Hey, ooh, hey, ooh, yeah. Pull up to the zoo and then
if I'm with it, then they with it. Tried to tell you at the beginning, in the beach it ain't no swimming. I was diving off and ended with the fishes.
Dirty. No Atrian. I don't know where he's at. He's probably sleeping because that's just him. You know how I love my special guest. What's up, champ? Jersey the King will be joining us. Week 1 is in the books. Myself, Daddy Ed, and the A-Train were in Michigan for that game. We were giving you the insights, as you saw on the page, that we were credentialed on the field, all of that good stuff. It's really weird when you're down into an empty stadium and you look over an empty stadium before the game and how quiet that it is. It's unbelievable the way you can hear the guys when they're warming up, hitting pads and kicking balls. It's very, very interesting. And what a boot on a young man named Jake Butts. What a boot, a 64-yarder. Hey, there's one division that is 3-1 and one division that is 1-3. Unfortunately, the XFL division did not fare so well as the USFL division fared rather well. But hell, it is only week 1. So where do we start with other than the Arlington Renegades? And the what's up is Antonio, the Arlington Renegades, and the what's that team called? What is that team called? Oh, that's right. The Birmingham Stallions. This is courtesy of UFL Media. So here's some game highlights for game 1, and then I will break it down. So if you guys hadn't been paying attention at all to the USFL, I've told you guys on this show that Birmingham was a legit and real deal, and they showed it. Birmingham showed why they are the 3-time champs. Regardless if they didn't have Alex Magoo and all of that stuff, they showed you why, because they are a very well-coached team by Coach Skip Holtz. Now, don't get me wrong. Arlington played good, but it just wasn't, oh, look who finally decided to show up. Finally. 6 minutes late again. Is there anything you'd like to say for yourself, sir?
Go
Exactly.
Panthers.
Arlington, I was breaking down the Arlington and the Brahmas game. And Arlington, let's see, if there was one of us that went 3-1, and if you count when we were on the Jersey show, I changed my last pick. I changed one of my picks there at the end where I said Michigan was going to win the game. But you said that's a technicality. You can't do that. Blah, blah, blah. You can't do that. Can't do that. Blah, blah, blah. But anyways, Arlington, if I'm not mistaken, I think you said Arlington was going to win this game. Yeah, Cat got your tongue? Here, Russ goes, the USFL had dudes that will get to your quarterback. They do. Guys, this is what we've been trying to tell you guys. This is now the competition of all competition in spring football. And listen, Birmingham showed why they're the 2-time champions. That's all there is to it. They showed why they're the 2-time champs. I mean, am I right or am I wrong, Arlington?
I got to speak at some point, right? Yeah. So, at this rate during Birmingham can put any quarterback out there. It doesn't matter. As you can see, it doesn't matter. It could be Matt Corral, it could be Jamal Smith, it could be Alex Magoo. Doesn't matter. They're going out there and they're putting a quarterback, and Matt Corral was great. He was great. And golly, this team is the team to beat. A lot of people, especially our friends from around the UFL, they had a lot to say about this team that's on my head and the Birmingham Stallions. So it's looking really, really rough right now. But guess
now,
what?
look,
there's a date between the two.
And speaking of it, next week, first place teams, they're both 1-1.
1-0. They're 1-0. They're 1-0.
Yeah, 1-0, both teams. So we'll get to that later. Arlington, listen, I had said it. I didn't care. Skip Holtz knows what he's doing when it comes to quarterbacks. He knows the type of quarterback that he wants. He goes and finds that quarterback and still plugs them in, and they still do good. The thing with the Birmingham is they had that defense. Now, you could tell it took them a minute. Took them a minute to get going. But once that defense got led by Scooby Wright and those guys, forget about it. It was over. It was over. And that's the one thing that we saw in the USFL is the USFL was more of a defensive game than it was an offensive game, really. And it shows why.
But that has gone on since spring football started.
Mm-hmm.
That the defense is going to always look good, and it didn't matter. I was surprised that Birmingham was able to put up the points that they did, and so did San Antonio. Them putting up 27 points against the DC Defenders. But
we'll talk about that game in a minute.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. But yeah, for in this case, the Renegades, they looked off. Just something about the game, they looked off when they got to the second half.
Wing Flame Man, did they almost lose? Because that second half, they came out and dominated that second half.
I mean,
They didn't look
I
good in the
think I
first
listened
half,
to I listened
but
to around the UFL and shout out to Luke Miller of the State of the Stallions podcast.
mhm.
He mentioned something in that show yesterday that if it wasn't it's something during that mix, it was very close, and that if DC, not excuse me, not DC, but if Arlington had made a play, it could have been a very different game.
It
But
could have been. Not disagreeing with you, but that was
but
in the first half. That second half,
it was different. Yes.
they literally came. That defense literally took that game over in
Hmm.
the second half. So Birmingham again shows why they are the number one team in the league. Now let's move on to Saturday's game. Arlington. We were there for it.
Did you play the highlight?
And it's 1st and goal for the Panthers. Perry on the run into traffic, and it's intercepted off the deflection. Quinterio Cole with the pick. Wow. What a crushing blow for the Panthers. 1st and goal.
He's lined up to the right of the screen. He could get down the field in a mess pattern.
Looking in that direction, not open. Perry will run instead. Picks his way forward, and Perry into the end zone. His second rushing touchdown. From the 29, 4th and 10. McCarron stepping up, looking for the end zone. Jump ball, leaping grab. Marcel Aitman inside the 5. 1st and goal, Battlehawks.
This opportunity for a jump ball in the middle of the end zone.
McCarron looks the other direction, throws to the goal line, across for the touchdown. Marcel Aitman ties it. McCarron,
There it is.
comes back the other way, and there's the lead. Jake Sutherland for the lead. Good snap, good hold, line drive kick, and it is good!
That was
Those are the
that.
game highlights courtesy of the UFL. Arlington, we have a special guest because I didn't think you were going to show up because you were 6 minutes late. So I reached out to a guy that I knew I could count on. Even though he's 13 minutes late, the one and the only Jersey.
I sense
king.
something else coming out of your mouth about both of us being late. Anything else you want to say about that, sir? Be careful.
You really want me to go there?
Be careful.
You really want me to go there?
Try me.
Babyface Arlington ain't playing today.
I'm daring you right now, sir. I'm daring you to say it. Yeah, you can't say it now, can you?
Yeah, all men are late.
Exactly. In this case, see, this is how we can take over shows. Very instant.
What's going on here? Good morning.
What's going on,
Good
JGK, man? Hey, man,
No.
I want to say publicly to you, man, fantastic job this weekend with the Fuel Tailgate kickoff, man.
Now,
Thank
don't
you.
let him lie to you. That's not what he was saying in Michigan. He was saying how terrible of a job you did.
I don't know what he just love doing these types of things, man. And I'm telling you, man, it's gonna cause him to lose his job here on this show. And we can start whenever the hell we want to start.
All right, let's get to it. Jersey, you just joined us. You saw the highlights of the Michigan Panthers and the St. Louis game. Let's be honest. Now, Jersey, you did the tailgate show, which you did a really good job. Unlike my counterpart said that you did a bad job. I said you did a great job.
Thank you.
Jersey, who did I say was going to win?
Hold on, wait, stop. Hold on, stop. I love it how this white man want to take all the credit for everything that's good. Yep, I started, and I'm going to do it too. This white man taking all the good credit.
What did I do?
And always black people got bad credit. Yeah. That's what you just did. You don't even realize that you just did it.
I got bad credit.
No.
I got bad credit.
No, you just did that.
Are we
You
talking?
just did
We're
that.
not talking about credit scores.
No.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Anyways, back to what we were saying, Jersey, before we were rudely interrupted by the co-founder of Fuel.
You do this often.
Do it all the time. Jersey, on Saturday, who did I say was going to win against Michigan in this Battlehawks? Who did I say?
I believe you said Michigan was going to edge it out in a close one. I believe you did.
Now
But
what?
Mike Palco
Now what? Now what? Now
came
what?
on,
Huh?
I believe it was the bottom line. And Mike
You should be
Palco warned
nervous right now.
about that defense. Mike Palco
You are
warned
very
us
beautiful man.
about that defense. He told us, what the hell is going on up there?
We're having a lover spat.
Continue. Go ahead.
Yes,
Continue.
you're right. Mike Palco did warn us. And on the way up, me and Arlington and Ed, we were looking at the depth charts and we were looking over Michigan's defense. And we were all three of us were like, maybe we made the wrong choice here about this, because maybe we underestimated this Michigan Panthers team. See? Look, the hyena says no. Dirty, you said the Battlehawks. I did last week, but on Saturday, Jersey, on your show, the Tailgate Kickoff Show, which you did a very good job on. And Arlington even said you did a very good job on. Who did I say was going to win?
You did flip-flop. I do have to give you that one.
I flip-flop quicker than the Big Show does on a wrestling pay-per-view.
You did. Because all of a sudden you were at a and it was crazy because you were at a St. Louis Battlehawks tailgate in front of nothing but St. Louis Battlehawk fans, and
that we helped make travel there.
And you still went with
Panthers. There you go, taking credit again.
No, I said we.
No, I ain't taking credit for that because you told people that they don't travel.
That's true. I did make fun
they
of
don't travel.
I did make fun
exactly.
I did.
See, and now you want to take credit for it now.
No, they made me eat my words. Thank you. I'll talk about it tomorrow on the B-Hawk Live, and I'll actually go more in depth on this Battlehawk Michigan game because there's a lot that I would like to say about this game. But we have a show called B-Hawk Live where I will tell you my whole thing about it. But yeah, like right here where Jeremy, the good doctor, says Michigan is not a.
I can't sit there and say all that this time, man.
Yeah, cannot say that.
Listen, Doc. Listen, Doc. Just because what you seen out there this is a whole lot different. We gotta stop underestimating all these guys. You gotta stop estimating everybody. All right. This is an entirely different league. This is not the same like it was previously. All right. If everybody was week one, jitters was out there, everybody was nervous. I wish we can hear from Case Cookus and Doug Martin. Doug Martin had a great point yesterday during the press conference about learning the differences and strategies, how they were not even prepared.
Which you will be able to find that on Fuel. It's under Fuel Specials. You'll be able to find that interview. And today at 2:30, Daddy Ed is going to be talking to defensive coordinator Carnell Lake and a selected defensive player from the Michigan or from the Memphis Showboats that you'll be able to find on Fuel Sports, Fuel Special. Yeah, guys, I think I think literally all of the XFL fans underestimated the Panthers. And let me tell you, I know a lot of people are saying this is Brad's play calling and all that. I'll explain more of it tomorrow. Bruce Gronkowski's play calling. I'll explain more tomorrow because there's a lot more that happened in that game that we don't realize, and we saw it. Jersey, I mean, did you see this coming? Because you kind of said you could see Michigan pulling this game out.
I didn't see it happening like this, But when I started watching the game, seeing how both teams came out a little slow, a little sluggish, I'm like, this could be a big defensive game. And that's what it ultimately turned out to be. It really turned out to be a defensive game. Both EJ Perry and AJ McCarron didn't really start getting going until late third quarter, fourth quarter, time. So to be honest, it was a defensive battle. I mean, basically the whole game. We didn't really start getting scores until the second half. And when I seen how much that defensive pressure was getting to AJ McCarron from the Panthers, man, I was like, uh-oh, this man I bowled well. But then we got a little bit of McCarron magic, and I was like, okay, hold on. Maybe I jumped the gun. Maybe I, underestimated AJ this game, from the way he started and the way he finished, because he kept saying the whole game, give me the damn ball. Give me the damn ball. Give me make something happen. And when you put the ball in AJ McCarron's hand, he did. But I got to give EJ Perry credit. I got to give that Michigan defense credit. They came to ball.
Mm-hmm.
They came to ball, and they made a statement. If you don't believe that the Michigan Panthers defense is for real, you're a fool.
Yeah.
The pressure they got on AJ McCarron as many times as he dropped back, damn near every time he was getting pressured. Marcel Aitman, Darius Shepard, those guys bailed him out with some beautiful catches in that game on a couple of plays. You know what I mean? Not saying that he threw the ball wrong or it was a bad throw. What I'm saying is the pressure that he was getting, he had to just throw it up there, and they bailed him out, making beautiful catches. So it was a hell of a game. I do got to give Michigan credit. St. Louis, they're going to bounce back. This was just a bad play calling game, in my opinion. I believe that the play calling was a little too conservative. I think they should have been more aggressive coming out of the gate, especially being the away team. But I couldn't say I saw this coming, but I wasn't going to underestimate that Panthers team. I couldn't do it.
Right, yeah. All right, right here, we have not taken a commercial break. This is Fuel Sports Network on Roku and Fire Stick. That's where you can find us. You can also find us on all of our social medias. You know where we're at on social media because most of you are watching us on there. With that being said, we will be right back from a word from our sponsor.
Houston, we've triumphed. I've made it back to Earth with the cargo intact. The game-changing, time-sensitive payload is none other than the revolutionary energy flavor we've all been waiting for. Introducing Merc Mayhem Cherry Limeade. Merc Clan played a crucial role in securing this energy flavor, and together we've unlocked the future of power. Merc Mayhem is not just a drink, it's a statement, a fusion of relentless energy and bold flavor. The secret is out. Merc Mayhem is set to redefine the energy landscape, leaving ordinary drinks in its cosmic dust. Get ready for a taste explosion that matches Merc Clan's unparalleled power. Join the revolution, and let's unleash Merc Mayhem upon the world. Astronaut M signing off.
Same great taste. Yes, same great taste. Same great taste.
We're back.
Go ahead, Arlington. My bad.
We're back on this edition of the X-Fan Show. The A-Train, Arlington Lane, of course, co-founder of Fuel. The guy on my left is Spurge, the other co-founder of Fuel, and right below us is the host of the Fuel Tailgate Kickoff Show and also the host of the Jersey the King Show, plus the Gridiron, and he is the West Coast Program Director of Fuel Sports Network, Jersey the King.
I actually like the JTK. How is it going, Mr. Navarez John? Actually, the game that I wanted to talk about next The Horns forward the San Antonio Brahmas. If I'm not mistaken, they were playing the DC Defenders.
Sheesh.
And
I want to talk about the ratings. It just came out.
well, we'll get to that. Okay, go ahead. Talk about the ratings.
It looks like what we got from the Good Doctor, 1.1 for the Stallions, but 1.3
That is the
for the
ratings.
Battlehawks. All right. And he mentioned, I'm not going to put up the comment that he said that it was mediocre. Got to understand this. Look what they were up against this weekend. They were up against the Final Four. They were up against Major League Baseball. They also were against the NBA. And they also scheduled their opening games on Easter weekend. You're not going to get the biggest rating out of that. You can talk bad about the attendance. You can talk bad about the ratings. The UFL knew what they were going to get when they scheduled this on opening weekend. They were not expecting a bigger. They were expecting a 6 to 7 figure audience. You got to understand, cable is different from network television. Network television is going to get the bigger rating no matter what. When ABC does this game this Saturday, when the Battlehawks and the Renegades go, they're going to get a big number because it's in prime time. Because it's a network game. It's going to get bigger than a cable game. Cable games are always going to reach 6 figures.
Yeah, I'll give it. So
the women's regional final, it's going to get 7 figures because both of those games were ridiculous great. So you can't sit here.
Listen, I talked to
how mediocre it was. This is the kind of number they're looking for.
So I talked to a few sources within the league. They were happy with the ratings.
Exactly.
Now they with the tickets they were a little upset, but they say next week's projections for ticket sales for the cities look to be up 22%. So that's good. They were not happy with they were not unhappy with the ratings and the attendance at all throughout these stadiums, because you got to remember 2 of these games were played on a Sunday in a historically religious towns. One religiously and it's with San Antonio being very heavily Hispanic oriented. Sundays are very big for Hispanics going to church. They were still happy with the turnout that they had with 13,000 there and over 960,000 that tuned in to the game. Houston, the only reason why Houston was down was because I think it was Rice. It was in Rice Stadium. They didn't get their parking information out until last week, until early. No excuses because it's the Cardinals. It's the Cardinals. That's why. Cardinals always sell out on Easter. It's the Cardinals. The Cardinals are St. Louis. This is a startup football league that has been reiterated 4 times now. People are still leery. I can tell you this. At the Michigan game, Arlington, they had over 3,500 ticket walk-ups. 3,500 walk-ups to buy tickets. Remember, you guys said, they'll have more people walking up to buy the tickets. And I said, BS. And what did they do? Now, what does he want? I
brought him in here. I want him in here.
All right. Okay. We only got 30 minutes. Let's bring him on. I love the Good Doctor. Here he is to stir up shit because everybody loves to hate the Good Doctor.
Talk, dude. Talk, dude.
Come on, Good Doctor. Are you going to talk?
Talk.
I think he's muted.
What's up, fellas?
Oh, there you are. How's it going, buddy? All right, go on. What were you going to say?
Talk.
What do you want to know?
What you've been saying on this chat room.
I think it was mediocre at best for the league this weekend. I don't believe Easter should be a reason to make an excuse because all these other games went on around Easter. So there's no reason to make that as
Were they scheduled before then? Were they scheduled before the UFL did theirs?
Sure.
Okay.
So
you just added more to the mix, right? You just added more to the mix, right?
The UFL.
What's that?
Oh yeah, there was all this stuff was scheduled way before the UFL did their schedule.
Come on. Continue. What else?
So, basically what I'm saying is it's a mediocre opening, and if they're satisfied with being mediocre, That's what we're going to get. We're going to get a mediocre product the rest of the season.
What were you expecting out of it?
What was I expecting?
Yeah, you said it was mediocre.
Man,
What
I was expecting just a little more. I was expecting a little more excitement, a little more pomp and circumstance with the opening of the season. They don't do that. You got The Rock showing up in a wife beater at a game, and he's like one of the heads of the league. That looked like shit.
That's your boy.
That was embarrassing. If you want to,
your boy.
If you're going to be the face of the league, and The Rock is my boy, yeah, I admit. But if you're going to be the face of the league, you show up in a suit looking like you own the shit. You don't show up in a wife beater looking like you rolled out of bed.
Wow.
Vince McMahon didn't show up in a suit.
I am
collared
right
shirt
now.
with a button up with a damn biker jacket on. I mean, come on.
And the reason why I did this, I wanted to hear his excuses. And you went on about your boy. You went on your boy.
Right.
On your boy, The Rock. And this is unbelievable. I cannot. I'm floored. I'm like totally floored.
We got an hour. We got an hour.
I just wanted you to. I wanted to hear your excuses.
I want to hear your excuses.
There's no excuse. That's what I'm saying. There's no excuses for this league to be mediocre. Like St. Louis is going to carry the attendance for 1 week. That's going to happen when they go 0-2 and the fans don't show up because that's how St. Louis fans are.
All right.
I mean, we all know it. If you start losing, St. Louis fans aren't going to come out and support. I covered the Rams for years. I know how they are. So I'm just saying this is kind of a make or break week for the league in my estimation. If St. Louis loses, they're going to be in trouble. Hands down, because no other team is going to draw over 15,000 for a game in this league.
All right, good doctor. I'm going to let you plug your book. But I don't know if you're going to get a lot of people in St. Louis not to buy your book.
I really don't care. I speak the truth.
You might otherwhere, but hey, tell everybody where they can find your book.
Amazon and my website, jeremyhousewright.com. For the love of the show, pro wrestling fans tell their stories.
There you go. All right, brother. Thanks for joining us. The good doctor. You got to let me listen. This is what this show is about. Regardless if you agree with somebody's opinion or not, this is called the X-Fan Show. This is where fans can come on and voice their opinions on what they feel. And listen, let's get to it because we got a few more minutes, but let's get to it.
You want to get on. There it is.
San Antonio and D.C.
If you want to get on the show and voice your opinion, there it is.
Arlington, we said it, right? We said it. Without Abram Smith, that was a different team. And
you said it right. I was wrong. I was totally wrong about it. Listen, I talked trash about Wade Phillips. It's still early because Wade likes to fade in the second half of the season. But listen.
But listen, Wade Phillips has the best offensive coordinator in spring football with A.J. Smith. And he showed it. And Jersey, right down there, said it. This Brahma team is a totally different team. And they took it to DC. And I hope he figures it out because they were all over Jordan.
1 second. When you have Jordan Ta'amu throwing for over 200 yards in a game and having to carry the offense because you have no running game and you haven't had it figured out, Reggie Barlow, what are we doing? You knew
he threw it over
40 times. Smith wasn't going to be available this whole entire season. Why didn't you get your running game prepared? Why didn't you get your running game?
Here's the highlights.
Your coach of the year.
Back for a second tour of duty with DC. Pressure on Garber's got it out from a good arm angle. McFarland hits the jets, makes a move, dives and scores. A motion here on 4th down and 11. And the punter, Brad Wing, takes the snap. He wants to throw. Brad Wing lofts it downfield, and it's caught to the goal line. Touchdown! It's the center, Alex Millett. It's Jordan Ta'amu. Time to throw for QT. And a touchdown.
Flagrant personal foul. Number 59, of the offense. He's ejected. The player foul will be enforced on the try.
We've got a starting quarterback back in. And on 3rd and goal, Ta'amu to the sideline. He is picked. Darius Phillips up to the races. Inside the 30. Harmon trying to run him down. Phillips to the 5. This is the UFL. Point Dogs win this line open. Now leading and looking for more. Chase Garbers. Touchdown.
It was that type
Was
of
DC really in this game?
dominance.
Was DC really in this game the whole time? Because that's not the DC team that I remember from last year.
Again, dirty.
That's not the Brahmas team I remember from last year.
Dirty.
These are two totally different teams.
Yeah.
Two totally different teams.
So much totally different because DC had a lot of returning players. Let's not.
Abram Smith is out. This is a different team. Without Abram Smith,
You're missing
this is a
Luck
different
Jackson and Chris Blair. The hell with just losing Abram Smith. You don't have your two best wide receivers from last season. Yes, this is a totally different DC team. I tried to warn you. Yeah, they were going to be different without Abram Smith, of course, because you don't have no running game. And you didn't acquire a backup running back who's even equivalent to Abram Smith, which was dumb. But then you lose your two best wide receivers to the NFL, and you don't go and get two more wide receivers that can make up for what you're missing out on now. This isn't going to be the same DC team that we saw last year. They're not going to go 9-1. I guarantee you that.
No, not at all.
And I told you
not at all. I mean,
it was going to be a difference maker, and nobody believed. Jersey, you're nuts. It's just the Houston Roughnecks rebranded as the San Antonio Brahmas. Well, half their team. Well, guess what? They showed up. And Chase Garbers, man, what?
Chase Garbers is right. Arlington's just because Arlington, if I'm not mistaken, who did you pick for that? Oh, how'd that work out for you?
Hey, it was bad.
Hey, who did I pick?
You picked the Brahmas.
Oh, so that means I'm 2-1 so far. That means you're
0-2, 0-3,
1-2 so far. Or actually, no. You're 0-3.
Going to the final game, right?
0-3 going into the final game so far. Now, I would be 3-0, but you said because I couldn't switch my pick, where Jersey
couldn't switch your pick.
Clearly heard on his show.
You waited till the day of the game.
Jersey, who did I pick? Who did I pick?
Originally,
Jersey.
Originally, you picked the Battlehawks.
Who did I pick the day of the game?
The day of the game, which you cheated.
Thank you.
Michigan.
And he know he cheated. He know he cheated.
We can't give you credit for that Michigan win. When you change
who did I pick, Jersey? Who did I pick?
The Panthers.
The day of the game, the Panthers.
Doesn't matter because the bets were still coming in. Bets were still coming in. I was like, give me my money. But
once you make a bet, you cannot switch the bet.
I'll be 2-1. I'll be.
If we had a fuel bet app right now, you couldn't go back in and change your bet.
Listen, on DraftKings you can. DraftKings you can. Same day bet changes. So yeah. I am 2-1 so far. Arlington is 1-2.
0-3
so far.
0-3.
I know I originally said the Battlehawks, but I changed my bet. But I'll play by the rules. Can't change bet. Can't change your pick. Can't change your pick.
Because he wanted to be 4-0, and he can't be 4-0 because you made
listen, technically I'm 4-0.
My L's this week. I have to take my L's. Because
technically I'm 4-0. But that's beside the point.
Because I definitely chose the Battlehawks to win. I wasn't underestimating
Mike. Right, yeah.
I chose the Battlehawks, and Michigan got the upset. Now, I did did call the San Antonio upset of DC. I called that, and nobody
I
wanted
don't
to
know
listen.
if it was really an upset though.
It was because everybody said DC was favored by Vegas and the league
That's
and all
true.
the fans and everybody's mom and dad and auntie and uncle and cousin. Everybody was like, DC's gonna win. They're gonna rip them apart. And what happened? They didn't even get into the end zone until the end of the game. And then their idiot offensive lineman, who I don't even know is even in the league anymore after what he pulled, or at least he shouldn't be.
He'll be suspended. I don't think he's going to be kicked out.
You spit on a person.
Yeah.
You should be removed from this league.
That's Greg Williams. That's Greg Williams. I have a lot.
No. That ain't on Greg Williams because that was an offensive player that did it.
No, it wasn't. Exactly. He wasn't.
It was an offensive player that did it. It was on a lineman.
He was the one who not only caused the false start that brought the play back, but he got the ejection for the flagrant personal foul for spitting on someone.
That's why I have professionals and I'm an idiot because
San Antonio player because he could have got real out of character for that man spitting on him. Instead, what did he do? Hey, go get your man, because if you spit on me again, it's over.
I mean, you're right. It wasn't a classless act. I will agree. I will agree. You should never spit on somebody.
That was low hanging fruit for real.
Right? Man. Yeah. Now, the last game of the night, Rice Stadium. You had the Houston Roughnecks versus the Memphis Showboats, and here are some of those highlights.
Sad face.
Garantano to Isaiah Henning. Flag down. As Christian McFarland gets the hit, the ball is loose, and they're going to say touchdown. Showboats 4 or 5 on third down. Cookins has been nearly perfect on this drive. Did we get the tippy toe? Yes. Papali got the tippy toes in. Showboats do it again. Wow. Merritt motions out top of the screen. He was a receiver in the NFL. Garantano, nailed. Ball is out. Showboats recover. A game-changing hit.
Hit the quarterback stepped up. A beautiful play, couldn't draw it up any better.
Your guy was right there to get the recovery. How did he factor in?
Man, my teammates always show up when he recovers. Here we go.
Garantano will take it himself. He's in the end zone. Roughnecks make it. He's going to get this one away to Isaiah Henning. Henning calling for the fair catch. He fumbles it. It's a muff. Memphis had a good jump on it, and it's going to be Showboat football, and that will be your ball game.
Poor guy.
Those might be my second favorite uniforms in the league. The Memphis Showboats, next to the San Antonio Brahmas, might be my 2 favorite uniforms in this league.
Poor guy. Man.
If Mark Thompson's in this game, totally different game.
Hey, I get the dub. I get a true dub because I was gonna pick Houston, but
totally different game if Mark Thompson was in this game.
And that game was closer than it should have been.
You're right. It was.
Houston's defense kept them in that.
Oh, Houston's defense definitely kept them in it. I mean, Arlington, we've interviewed C.J. Johnson, and he said we're going to have a rough defense, and we're going to rely on Mark Thompson. You know what I'm saying? So when Mark Thompson comes back, let's see, because that's going to be a different type of game for these guys, right? Memphis showed a lot of promising. Coach Flip, we've interviewed Coach Flip, we've interviewed Lake, and what did they say? They said they said we're going to have a fast-paced defense. I mean, in my opinion, the play of the weekend goes to Cookins and Polly with that catch on the end zone. That was the play of the week, in my opinion.
Polly hit it, and he stuck his toes out, and he just said,
"That is the play of the week, man."
That was definitely an amazing catch, and a dime by Cookins.
Oh, what?
The 64-yard field goal, yeah, the Papali catch is definitely going to be
64. yarder was a good one.
The thick six. I mean, you got it.
Yeah.
The thick six was great.
He did
do it
twice.
The three best plays. Three best plays. The thick six, that Papali pass, and the back-to-back 64-yard field goal kick.
Yeah, I mean, see, Sandy says they got to disagree. The field goal. You know what? Amanda saying player of the weekend, babyface Kirkland. I mean, a lot of great plays. A lot of great plays.
I don't know if I could say Kirkland's the player of the week. I'd give it to Chase Garbers. 2 touchdowns in the air.
Or would you give it to a dude who kicked a 64-yard field goal?
Bates.
I mean, Jake Bates, he deserves it, of course. But I'm saying if we're gonna go outside of specialist players, and we're gonna go
doesn't matter. 64-yard field goal, bro. 64-yard field goal. We saw Destroying doing it all in practice, and he couldn't even hit a 19-yarder because it still came up 20 yards short. Which I don't know how that's fucking possible. Thanks a lot, Destroying. Thanks a lot, buddy.
He took a 48-yarder and missed it on the ice. They iced him, and it was 48 yards, and he only missed it.
First of all, they iced Jake Betts, and he still made a 64-yarder.
Listen, okay.
Hey, don't get me wrong. I love Destroying, but it's a definite difference when you got players coming down at you. I think he will get into his groove. Don't get me wrong. I think he will. I think he will get into his groove.
All right, we'll take one final break, and we're going to come back, and we're going to give our picks for week 2.
Look at you. Well, come on. We can't hear you, Jersey.
One kick.
Yeah.
Two,
Jersey. You'll learn about that one kick. That one kick is the fact that this was his first ever kick in game. That's what people thought that was.
Only got to attempt that one kick.
Jersey, I'm not. Hold on.
All right.
I'm not disagreeing with you. Okay. I think to play the commercial, Arlington. Right.
We'll
we do this. I think.
Hit for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, and play pretend. Came off
the Houston, we've triumphed. I've made it back to Earth with the cargo intact. The game-changing, time-sensitive payload is none other than the revolutionary energy flavor we've all been waiting for. Introducing Merc Mayhem Cherry Limeade. Merc Clan played a crucial role in securing this energy flavor, and together we've unlocked the future of power. Merc Mayhem is not just a drink, it's a statement, a fusion of relentless energy and bold flavor. The secret is out. Merc Mayhem is set to redefine the energy landscape, leaving ordinary drinks in its cosmic dust. Get ready for a taste explosion that matches Merc Clan's unparalleled power. Join the revolution, and let's unleash Merc Mayhem upon the world. Astronaut M signing off.
Welcome back to the show, the X Fan Show. I am one of your hosts, Little Dirty, right over there. This is my partner in crime, the A-Train, Arlington Lane. And right below us is JTK from the Fuel Sports Tailgate Kickoff Show, the one, the only, Jersey the King.
Thank you for that.
Showed up. God, I can't stand that little punk.
Okay. All right. Week 2 is upon us.
Week 2 and Arlington's going to go 0-4.
Hey, if you want to get in on the show, you better get in right now because we're not getting letting everybody else in. Okay, so there it is. The link is there. Go for it. All right, so week 2 we got coming up San Antonio Brahmas versus the Memphis Showboats. A couple of 1-0 teams in the mix here. We saw what happened with the Brahmas. We saw what happened with Memphis. Memphis is at home for the first time. We got it. We got a
Let's
fan
bring
that
in
wants to
Derek
come
King
in.
because he's going to have to give his picks.
Derek's here.
My God.
Derek's feeling a wee bit crazy right now.
Derek, we're finally on screen together. What's going on,
up, buddy?
Well, it's
The other
going,
way.
my
Other
man.
way, Derek. Derek, turn
I
the other
gotta
way.
sit here and
You're looking out your window. There you go. There he is.
Yeah.
There he is.
Hey.
my guy?
All right, let's get to it. Birmingham and Michigan.
We didn't
First
even
game.
make the picks. Yeah, Birmingham. No, Birmingham is. Wait a minute. That's Birmingham. That's not the first game.
Yes.
First
San
game was
Antonio.
Brahmas.
Memphis.
Memphis.
I don't care. I just put it up. I just changed the schedule. Here's the schedule.
It's
The
not
teams that are
schedule.
playing each other.
You messed it up, and I knew you messed it up too.
No, I didn't. I didn't. All I did was didn't change one side. I left one side the same way. All I did was change this side, so I don't care.
Whatever.
So what? Okay, what game do you want to go with?
I told you the Brahmas versus Memphis.
Okay. Okay, since you're starting to lead this.
Yes. I gotta go with I love Memphis, but Brahmas offense is looking really high powered right now. And I need the XFL to get a win in this matchup. And I need Destroying to get a game-winning field goal kick so we can get redeemed. We need redemption over on the XFL side because it can't be one-sided. This season cannot be one-sided, all right? Because that's what it's leaning towards. And I'm on the road to Pat McAfee. I'm going to be on the Brahmas coattails until the XFL has the lead against the USFL. So Brahmas over Memphis, baby.
All right. Who's next? You're the one leading this, so tell us who's next.
Go ahead, Jersey.
I'm gonna have to agree with you. Memphis's run game did not show up against Houston, and I think San Antonio's defense can do the same thing to Darius Victor and shut him down. So I'm gonna have to go Brahmas, and I'm gonna go Brahmas 26.
Oh, here we go. Come on, speed it up. Since I won, I should go last.
You're gonna go last.
Then shut up,
Derek. You're next. You went 2-2, by the way.
I did go 2-2, and had it not been for a record-setting field goal, I'd be 3-1.
Me as well.
You know, it's just, I'm still peeved about that. But San Antonio Brahmas, Memphis Showboats, completely agree with the boys. The Showboats run game really wasn't there. They really didn't necessarily show up in that department. The Brahmas just dominated DC in this last setup. So I don't see in any situation where it's not going to be the Brahmas over the Showboats this week.
The quick pick, Dirty.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I am Dirty Nostrous. You should always follow my picks.
Go ahead.
If you want to be a winner.
Come on.
San Antonio.
All right. Arlington versus St. Louis. St. Louis is at home. I don't see how that changes. The only thing they need to make some adjustments on is that offensive line and stopping the run. And it's going to be hard with Devion Smith. I think I'm going to have to go on a limb here. Make a weird pick. I'm going to have to go with Arlington over St. Louis.
Ooh. Jersey.
We're on the page today. We're on the same page today. I think that run game bounces back for Arlington. We've seen what Luis Perez was able to do last week, regardless of what the outcome of the game was. Luis Perez is still that guy. Arlington, I think, comes into the Dome and just puts a hurting on this home opener and hurts a lot of the fans' hearts. I think Arlington's going to pull this one out. That game's going to be tough. I think we got a two-headed monster in Smith, so I'll take Arlington.
Jersey, baby, I'm going against you, man. I got to.
Okay.
There's no way you Bet against the Battlehawks in the Battle Dome. They're going to come home. They're going to have nearly 40,000 fans in that facility. It's going to be raucous. It's going to be rocking. It's going to be blowing the roof off the top. The fans are going to be jacked. The players are going to be jacked. 21 points up on the Renegades. They're going to smoke them.
All right, Dirty.
Like
Spurs.
it.
Derek, you do realize that.
Make it quick, sir. Come on, make this quick.
You do. We got 5 minutes. Be quiet. You do realize that. I like AJ McCarron. He played through a torn up finger. That finger was nasty, and I'll break it down even more. That left throwing finger of his was nasty. You do realize, though, he's 3-2 in the dome.
You do realize that football is a team sport.
That is true. That is
special teams, defense.
Come on, Dirty, make your pick, dude.
Come on. You can't throw it all on the back of AJ McCarron. AJ McCarron, he's my guy. He's my QB1. But it's a team effort.
You can't sit here. Hey, I told y'all if you want to get, come on, sir. Dude, make the pick.
Come on, Mr. Big Shot, Mr. 4-0.
I thought you were. Next up is versus Michigan. I knew you were. So I don't even want to know why you're playing. You got this show on tomorrow. You got to discuss this. Anyway, Birmingham and Michigan.
Actually, you know what? No. You know what? I am going to go with the home team. I have faith. I'm going St. Louis. I'm playing.
Anyway, I gotta stop you. I gotta stop you right there. What just caused
the
Dirty to change on a flip? What is going through the mind of the Dirty one?
How clean your beard looks compared to his?
Yes, that's exactly what it is. All right, let's go.
This is out of control.
I'll be the traitor. I don't care. Birmingham and Michigan. Birmingham right now, Michigan just looks, even though they got the lucky win, they got Birmingham at home. And I'm still going to think that the road team is going to knock off the Michigan Panthers. So Birmingham over Michigan.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go Jake Bates won't even be needed this week.
Jersey?
I'm about to go against you on this one. I'm sorry, Stallion fans. Last week I wasn't impressed with Matt Corral. I know there was a whole two quarterback system going on, but Corral was not going to come back in that game if Martinez wouldn't have got hurt. Just letting y'all know that. So I'm going to have to go with Michigan's defense on this one, and I'm going to put a little bit of faith that EJ Perry could play well for a full four quarters. So I'm going to have to go ahead and take Michigan on this one in the upset.
Michigan with the upset. Derek.
It's just this isn't even a conversation. Stallions all the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's what we thought about St. Louis and what happened.
Even with the St. Louis Stallions that they put out.
Listen, okay, you need to get off the back of the Battlehawks. My team, the St. Louis Battlehawks, you need to get off the back because they lost by a fluke freak 64-yard field goal that's never been done. And you've got the Detroit Lions calling the Michigan Panthers and saying, hey, I want this.
I'm going Birmingham.
Okay. Final game, of course, is Houston at DC. DC's home opener. I'm going to take those guys because I don't see how in the world they get past that defense. That defense is going to be nasty against the defenders. God, I love them, but they're going to make Jordan Ta'amu pass a lot. So Houston in that win.
Jersey picked Houston.
Is up.
Derek, who you got?
He's coming back, and it's going to be a totally different game.
Who you got, Derek?
It's going to be the defenders. They're going to bounce back.
With Mark Thompson coming back?
Yep, they're going to bounce back.
Okay. Eat those words.
Close it out. Yeah, I know. You feel good. Wait, it's Mark Thompson against your boy Jordan Ta'amu, and it's eating at you so terrible.
You've got 20 seconds to decide.
I'm not going to bet against the beer snake. I'm not going to bet against the lemons because those DC fans are nuts and they're crazy. The DC defenders all the way. Thank you for watching. Tune in tomorrow night for B-Hawk Live where we break down the Battlehawk games. I give you my insight because there's a lot of crazy stuff that happened that you guys don't realize. With that being said, Arlington, we out.
See y'all
Make sure
later.
you check out the team show tomorrow. 9 a.m.
Thank you, everyone,
So it's
and
gonna
the
be
Dirty King Sports Show. See y'all.
Holla at your boys.
Oh, we're still here.
You still here?
We're still here.
Oh yeah. Don't forget, the Jersey the King
Go
show
ahead.
is coming on today. Later on today, the Jersey the King show will be airing its
There you
first
go.
episode. We're talking
We're
about all
out. We'll
sports.
see you.